Hello everybody, Jonathan Rayo here with Simplified Guitar, and in this lesson I want to teach you how to play the song The 12 Days of Christmas. As always, I'm going to play through the song for you first, and then afterwards I will explain it to you in more detail, so make sure to stick around for that. For now, let's go ahead and get started playing through the song.
Maids of milk and 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 11 pipers piping, 10 lords a leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids of milk and 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 12 drummers drumming, 11 pipers piping, 10 lords a leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids of milk and 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
All right, so this song is very different in a lot of ways, both lyrically and musically. In terms of chords, it's pretty straightforward, nothing too complicated there. But what's really the most complicated part about this song is kind of the rhythm, because we're kind of going in and out of rhythms. So we're kind of bookending the song with the folk pattern, and the folk pattern is a nice simple 4-beat strum pattern. So for the folk pattern, we're going to have 4 down strums, and then we're going to add an up strum after beat 3 and 4. And we want to put our emphasis, or we want to, for the first beat of each measure, we want to just pluck the root note of the chord. So we're going to be in the key of G. So I'm just going to play that G chord, and for that first beat, I'm going to play that root note, which in this case for the G chord is that E string. That's on my G note. So I'm going to play just that string by itself for beat 1. And then I have beat 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1. So that's the strum pattern I'm going to be using when I'm strumming. And that's the thing about this song. If you try to strum through the whole song, you're not going to be able to do it because it's constantly changing in terms of the rhythm. Like, you're not going to be able to play this song with a drummer because the drummer is going to have to stop when, you know, in those in-between sections. So just keep that in mind. We're only going to be strumming for the beginning of the song, those bookends, when we're talking about that first day of Christmas or whatever day of Christmas my true love gave to me. That part we're going to be strumming. And then the end, the partridge in a pear tree, we're going to be strumming. Everything in between, we're not going to be strumming. We're just going to be playing through or strumming through that one note of that particular measure, wherever we are. So something to keep in mind as well, when we get to the first 4 days of Christmas, so when we get to the 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, right there we're going to be playing, we're just holding a D major chord, right? For each one of those days, we're going to be accenting that day with a strum of the chord, okay? So we have 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, like that, okay? But then when we get to day 5 and we do the 5 golden rings, that big part that kind of, you know, separates the first half from the second half. We have the G for 5 golden rings, 5, A for golden, and then D for rings. After we do that, everything below day 5 suddenly changes, okay? So before, for 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, all of that, we were just doing a D chord and just holding out that D chord. But after we add the 5 golden rings, after 5 golden rings, when we get back to 4 calling birds, all of those chords suddenly change to something different. So again, we have 5 golden rings, okay? And now, instead of going to D for 4 calling birds, we're going to go back to G for 4 calling birds. And then we have a C, and I'm going to use C add 9 here, for 3 French hens. And then A for 2 turtle doves, okay? And the word doves will go to D, okay? But for each one of those, still, we're not strumming. We're just playing, we're just holding that chord once. And again, it's going to be one time for each one of those days, for instance, except for that last one. So we have 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, okay? So for 2 turtle doves, we have 2 chords, A and D. A is at the beginning for 2 turtle doves, and then we go to D for doves, okay? But again, once you understand that pattern, the good thing is you don't have to strum anything. You're just playing through the chord one time for each one of these days. Everything after 5 golden rings is super simple. We're just holding that D chord all the way from day 12 down to day 6. We're just holding that D chord and playing one D for every one of those days. All right, so hopefully this lesson was helpful for you. If it was, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.